Good afternoon, everyone. So we come back to this session again, and today I'm going to talk about design exploration extension. In short, we call DEX. This is available in all the basic license, so all the essential license, right? You got this function. So what is DEX? Design exploration extension. So in this tutorial, you will learn backup and copy model to ad-hoc folder multiple times. You are going to learn repeatedly close, clear in session data to reload different design version. You are going to learn capture screenshot to evaluate design alternative and support design review. Wow, sounds so manual. You are going to learn manually identify and incorporate design changes to carry forward the result of design exploration. Oh, sound like not very intelligent, right? In fact, right, I'm showing you an opposite view. By right, these are all the challenges that you are facing when you do a design. So this is for designer. This is for you to do a product design. When you do a product design, right, one of the challenge is you want to have a lot of you want to explore your design iteration. So you do not want to back up and you do not want to copy model into a different folder multiple times. You do not want to repeatedly close in session data and then reload a different design version and then discussion. You do not want to capture as a screenshot to evaluate your design. And also you do not want to manually identify your design changes. These are all the problems that you're going to face. So in this tutorial, you will learn how to use DEX to overcome of all these problems that I listed in this page. All right, so today, right, the story will be starting from I open a project. I open a project, right? I trying to simulate a scenario that I open an SolidWorks model. Right, open a SolidWorks model. So this is a sunglasses from SolidWorks. So I open up in the Creo environment. I'm trying to simulate, I'm a designer and I want to study this part and I want to create a different design from here. I want to evaluate how is the different design idea can I apply on this model. So with this, right, Creo is able for you to open directly many third-party software. For example, you can open directly SolidWorks model, assembly, or part. You can open directly NX, CATIA, Inventor. Okay, of course, you can open, you can import step file or IGS, no problem at all. So I already successfully opened directly a Creo a SolidWorks model in Creo environment. And I noticed that there are 3 items in this assembly. So my duty, right, is to study this part. So before I go into the design exploration, I would like to use our model-based definition. If you still remember, I think last session I covered this. So I can quickly create a 3D surface, 3D 3D drawing. Okay, so I'm now in the environment, model-based definition environment, and I noticed that this view, right, the orientation is not up to my standard or up to my requirement. So I change the angle so that I want this view to be like this, and I want this view to represent my front view in the drawing. So what I do is I simply go new, create a new combination view. Of course, as what I teach you before, you can rename it. For example, this is meant for front view, so I put a name front view. Okay, you take it like your drawing. If you want to add dimension, like in a drawing, right, you may want to add dimension, so you just go go ahead and add the dimension accordingly. Like for example, like this. You want to show tolerances, go ahead and show tolerances, etc. Right? I'm not going to repeat all these steps today. Just quickly show you one example. I created one annotate view called front view, so that this is to measure my the length, for example. Okay, so you can toggle it back to the default. So take out the dimension and go back to the model. So you are still in the 3D assembly. Okay, so don't forget what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a different design idea. The design idea can be as simple as you want to change the color. For example, you want to change the color of the frame. Oh, after you changing the color of the frame, how are you going to save this model? So in our traditional method, you will do a save a copy. Right, save a copy and then you give a different name. But now, right, with the help of DEX, you can just simply go to manage session, design exploration session, and then you start a design exploration session. Okay, then so that you no need to save a copy. So you can create a session now, a DEX session. So give a name, for example, sun glasses, or maybe you put sunglasses design, because you're trying to do a design iteration, a design study. So now you will get a new sun DEX table like here. Okay, so because I already changed to the color, right? So the pre-modified color is this. This is the original color. So the entrance color is this. As simple as changing the color. So for example, I want to change it to blue. Change it to blue. So I can simply come here. Okay, simply come here and then click add a checkpoint. So once I double click add a checkpoint, right? I will get a new checkpoint. You can rename it, for example, blue design. Right, give a name, a blue design, for example, or blue frame, whatever. Okay, so as far as you can understand, now you got a blue design here. So the entry checkpoint, double click on this entry checkpoint, right? This is a yellow design, another design. Your pre-modified design is here. So with this, right, with this method, very quickly, right, you can create a design iteration in this environment. Now, of course, it's not meant for you to change color only. Say, for example, I want to do a more drastic change. For example, I select the frame and activate the frame, like how you activate an item in assembly. So, for example, I noticed that because this is coming from SolidWorks, so I don't have all the datum coordinate system, etc. So I want to create additional coordinate system on this point, right? So you can create a coordinate system for this part on this point. Then I may want to do a further change. Maybe I want to use a warp. All right, I want to warp this part. So this is the model I want to warp. I want to bend it. I want to bend in for this example. I want to bend it so I can spin to the angle, to the view. I want to bend only the frame part at this portion. Okay. Then I look at the direction. I want to bend down. So I flip the direction, going down. Then I want to stick. I want to drag this to here. I want to stick this location, but I want to bend the solid down like this. So Creo allow you to bend anything by using the warp command. So I want to bend, let's say 30 degree, and I want this 30 degree, right, to become a parametric, meaning that become editable. So now I got a new design called bend 30 degree, right, to the frame. So in traditional method, you're going to do a screenshot, right? You're going to do a screenshot. You're going to save a copy to another folder to capture this change, so that next time, right, you can have a discussion with your customer, with your bosses. Then you can show your screenshot, you can show your model, etc. But now, right, after I do a change, I just simply come into my design exploration environment, then double click on the checkpoint here. So I got another checkpoint. Then, of course, you can rename to something that you can remember. All right. For example, you say band. This is band 30 degree. Band 30 degrees. So give something that you can understand, right? Band underscore 30 degree. Then say okay. So you got a new band 30 degree. Okay. So then of course the design is not end here. You want to change the angle, so you can edit the band angle. As I mentioned, right? You can now the band angle, right, become parametric. So you can bend, even though this is a solid part, you can do this modification right now on this part, right? You can bend a solid part, not necessarily must be a sheet metal part, then only you can bend. So after I change the angle, right, to other angle, again, right, this become another new design, another new concept. So I want to add the changes again, double click here, add the changes, and then give a name. So I can give like band underscore the degree that I given. For this example, is 120 degree. So I give another design name. All right. So with this, right, I can easily toggle back to my previous design. This is band 30 degree. Another one is without band. So this is a straight line. Oh, so you can do all this type of design iteration or design study on your model. So moving forward, right, to make this thing more interesting, I want to activate the glasses now. So I go flexible modeling, for example. I try to take this opportunity to explain to you a bit also on flexible modeling. So for example, I want to recognize a symmetric. I want to recognize symmetric for this item. So the symmetric is based on this plane, right? The center plane. And I want to make the left and right symmetric. So I select this surface. So this surface with this datum plane, the center datum plane, right, automatically detect for you what are the similar item on the other side. So now flexible modeling understood these two aside, right, they are symmetric. So after they know that this is symmetric, you want to do a changes. For example, you want to move one of the surface here, and you want to drop this dragger onto one of the edge here. All right. Now you are able to rotate this and change the angle. See, by changing the angle, right, the solid has been modified accordingly. But the other side, right, doesn't follow. So I would like to select the symmetric recognition together in this change. So now when I change of the angle, both sides is now symmetrically update. Okay, both sides, right? Both sides symmetrically update. So now I want to rotate. Let's say this design, I want to rotate 15 degree. Okay, so both sides rotate 15 degree, and I say okay. So this is again is a new design to this model. It's a new design to this model. It's a new design. So with the help of DEX, right? You just simply say add a checkpoint. You got another checkpoint, and now you say give a name. This is what? Glass 15 degree. So anything that you can understand, give a name. Glass 15 degree. Then of course the design is not end here. You want to go here. You want to go here 15 degree. You want to here without 15 degree or with 15 degree, or you want to change further the 15 degree. Okay, you want to change further the 15 degree, right? You can edit the dimension. Instead of 15 degree, change to whatever angle, say 10 degree. Then you hit the Control G. Then the angle will change. So this again become another new design. So you just add a checkpoint again. Double click on this. So give a name again. This is glass 10 degree. So until here, right, I already explored so many design, you know, from pre-modified until the entry checkpoint, until the blue design, until this. So far, how many design? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already explored 7 ideas for this simple example. So all these 7 ideas, right, are located in one location or one similar file. Okay, and you can just toggle between the idea. Like for example, this is blue straight without any glasses chain, and this is tube with certain angle, and then the glass also bend with certain angle, and all the annotation, like for example the front view, remember, right? The front view, right, will update accordingly 164. Right, so all the annotation that you created for this model, again, they are all survive. So if you click back the pre-model, this is a very origin, double click on this. Okay, then you go back to the not this one, because this one I haven't add the annotate, right? The blue one, okay, front view. So these glasses before blend is 145. And after I bend it with certain degree, right? The glasses, I bend it with certain degree, it become 158, from 145 up to 158, right? Now, the important point is not what is the size. No, the important point is the effort that you spend in MBD. It is carried throughout all your design. So, DEX not only allow you to do this type of design exploration, as you can see, right? When I flip to, like for example, this glasses 10 degree, how many changes I did for the frame and the glasses. I got a new feature created inside the frame. I got 2 new feature created inside the glasses. And this design, right, is for this one. Now, when I go to the first design, for example, the blue design. The blue design, right, I haven't bend yet, haven't added an angle on the glasses yet. So my frame, right, all the feature that I added, right, is like deleted, you know, it's totally removed. It is not like suppressed. You know, suppress, right? Suppress, the memory is still there. But for this example, right, it is not suppressed, you know, it is delete. It is totally removed. So the message I want to pass to you is DEX, right, can handle even a delayed action. So you can delete anything and you still can add it as a checkpoint. So this is the beauty about DEX. Now, after I explore my designs until now, I got about 7 designs. Now, let's say I may want to finalize on this design, for example. Okay, I say finally, right, after discussion, after I show all my iteration, all my design iteration, my design idea to my customer, then they decided, right, I want to stick with this design, which is this one bend a bit, and then this one bend with 10 degree. So this is a final design I want. Then what you can do from this design exploration session, you can just simply hit a check, right, accept. So once you accept, right, you ask you, they want, right, they will save the design exploration session, save to this folder, save to whatever folder, and then this session, right, will be saved in a folder. You can save it in a separate folder. Not necessarily must be your project folder, can be any folder. Later I will show you what the DEX will save. This one will create another file. Okay, once you say okay, then you say okay. So you come back to Creo, come back to the software. So the design exploration session is end, is totally end. But then you come back to Creo and notice your design, right, is now up to your final decision, right? The final design idea that you want, right? You say okay, the session is saved. Then you come back to this this part. Then you can do a final save, right? You can do a final save. And of course, you can do a save a copy if you want to do that. If you want to do that, right, a save a copy or save a backup, that will be up to you. But the whole thing, right, up to now, I did not create any save a copy. I'm still working on the same assembly. Same assembly, same name. Okay. Then in my idea, in this project so far, I got 7 ideas. Now, where are all the 7 ideas right now? So they are already created of additional file called TMU. So this is an additional file. Will keep all your 7 ideas in this file. at any point of time, right, if you want to refer back to your idea, you can just simply open this file. So this file, right, will have all your 7 ideas inside. And then you can still toggle to other idea and then finalize with that idea. So design exploration is very flexible and it is very powerful, very useful for a product design, for a product designer, for you to explore your design concept.